watching the News Hour. My name is Pranesh. With the 2024 elections around the corner, all gloves are off and claws are out. On one hand is the BJP with one clear vision led by PM Modi. On the other, you have the India bloc fraught with cracks and infighting. Let's first start with the Saffron Party. Exuberant with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's still intact popularity and upbeat with the recent electoral victories, the BJP has already declared a target of 400 par. In fact, in its official campaign song for the Lok Sabha elections, their song says, "Sapne nahi, hakikat bunte hain, tabhi to sab Modi ko chunte hain." Not only does it underline all the achievements of the Modi government so far, but also the idea of inclusive and Viksit Bharat. On the other hand, you have the India bloc. It has no PM face, but many contenders. Speculations are rife about Nitish, all set to break away from the alliance of opportunity. Rahul Gandhi, as he marches from Assam to Bengal today, faces opposition from both friends and foes. After clashes broke out between participants of the Bharat Jodo Yatra in Guwahati and the Assam Police Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has accused Congress of conspiring to spread clashes in Assam on the day of Ram Lala's Pran Pratishtha in Ayodhya. Listening to the charges fired by Himanta Biswa Sarma at the Congress.
तो ये यात्रा क्या यात्रा था और यात्रा का समय देखिए, असम में एक बहुत बड़ा कम्युनल क्लैश खड़ा करने के लिए उन्होंने षड्यंत्र रचा था। गुवाहाटी में तो उनका एक झलक हमें देखने के लिए मिला, लेकिन उनका बहुत बड़ा कॉन्स्पिरेसी था कि राम मंदिर का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का समय में असम से गुजरे और असम में बहुत बड़ा क्लैश हो जाए। असम इज ए स्टेट विद 40% मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन। अब कितना सेंसिटिव है। अयोध्या का जो दिन में प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुआ, he came through a district like Nagaon, Morigaon, where 60% population belongs to religious minority. तो हमारा ऊपर उन्होंने कितना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम डाल दिया। Why you have chosen those few days in a communally sensitive state like Assam? ये देखिए, उनका वीडियो हमारा सामने है। ये रास्ता में जब लोगों ने बोला था इस रास्ता में जाइए, then that fellow has given indication to CRPF people to break the established route and go through that middle of the Jorhat town. That resulted into damage of public property. We have recorded a statement of the people whose motorcycle etc. has been damaged. And now obviously law will take its own course. और लोकसभा चुनाव का बाद उसको हमने अभी तो हम नोटिस वगैरह देगा। राहुल जी को हम लोकसभा चुनाव का बाद ही बुलाऊंगा, नहीं तो थोड़ा हमारा लॉस भी होगा ना। He is the biggest asset during the election for us.
Face-off has also broken out between Congress and the BJP after Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that his police will arrest Rahul Gandhi after the Lok Sabha polls. The Congress now says that they will not be deterred.
नहीं, हेमंत बिस्वा शर्मा कुछ भी कहें, वो राजनीतिक FIR है। उनको जो कुछ करना है वो करें, हमें जो कुछ करना है हम करते रहेंगे। भारत जोड़ो न्याय यात्रा के समय राहुल जी ने देश के सामने 5 न्याय रखे थे। 5 न्याय, युवा न्याय, महिला न्याय, किसान न्याय, भागीदारी न्याय और श्रमिक न्याय, 5 न्याय रखे थे। और उन्होंने ये कहा था कि वो देश के सामने 5 न्याय की बात कर रहे हैं और वहाँ से प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री असम के जनता पर एक अन्याय किया है। हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा को मुख्यमंत्री बनाया है और देश का सबसे बड़ा भ्रष्ट मुख्यमंत्री वो निकला है।
होते ही वो राहुल गांधी को गिरफ्तार करेंगे।
देखिए, वो FIR लगाते जाएं, हम अपने यात्रा पे चलते रहेंगे। भाजपा देश को धर्म और भाषा के आधार पर तोड़ते जाएं, हम भारत जोड़ो न्याय यात्रा के द्वारा भारत को जोड़ते जाएंगे। देश के सबसे भ्रष्ट मुख्यमंत्री से ऐसी बातों का आप अपेक्षा नहीं करेंगे तो और क्या करेंगे।
Not only has Rahul Gandhi's yatra hit a speed breaker in BJP-ruled Assam, it wasn't easy sailing in TMC-ruled Bengal either. While in Assam, the BJP accused Rahul of appeasement. In Bengal, it's a fight for Muslim votes. a day after Mamata Banerjee dumped the Congress party and announced that TMC will fight the polls alone. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra entered Bengal, and Mamata's TMC has decided to give the yatra a miss. In fact, the TMC welcomed Rahul Gandhi with posters that clearly say, and they are on your screen, Mamata is enough for Bengal. The posters only indicate what the party leaders have been saying, that the chief minister can take on the BJP without any of the allies. Now, while the TMC says that they don't need to put up such posters, the Congress says that all allies were invited for the yatra.
Mamata Di is in a very strong position. Congress went to a 0 in the Vidhan Sabha, and in the last Lok Sabha they won 2 seats. In 1 seat they had around 30%. So I don't think a tall, victorious, if I may say so, leader like Mamata Di needs to tear posters.
When this Nyaya Yatra has started, that time Congress has invited all the political parties. I do not understand. And second thing is this, if they decide to fight alone, that is that subject. But the Congress is always said very clearly, no, we like to have the contact, we like to have a clear connection to all the political parties. So it depends on the Trinamool Congress. Trinamool Congress attended India meeting. She has given so many proposals. Now I do not know why she is trying to back down.
But why does this Muslim vote matter so much that not just political rivals but even allies are at each other's throats? Take a look. Assam has a Muslim population of 34.22%. In 2019 Lok Sabha elections in Assam, look how this community voted. 70% voted for the Congress, 20% for the AIUDF and 7% for the NDA. In Assam, in the 2021 Assam Assembly elections, 81% Muslims voted for the Congress, AIUDF and only 11% voted for the NDA. Let's talk about Bengal. The Muslim population stands at 27.01%. In 2019 Lok Sabha elections, 70% voted for the TMC while just 7% voted for the BJP. In 2021 Bengal Assembly polls, 75% Muslims voted for the TMC while 7% voted for the BJP. Which is why we are asking a legitimate question: who will guarantee Rashtra Pratishtha?
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's open this up. Shehzad Poonawala, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Ishtaran Bhandari, lawyer. Waris Pathan, the national spokesperson of the AIMIM, Sanjay Jha, author. Vivek Srivastava, political analyst. Mohammad Tariq Khan, the national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and Arka Kumar Nag, advocate, completes the panel. Waris Pathan Sahab, I want to begin by asking you, I am sure you must have seen what Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Assam Chief Minister, has said about Rahul Gandhi's yatra and what has been happening in West Bengal. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I was told that I have to speak on the Gyanvapi issue and the coming 2024 elections. I never knew that you had called me as the Congress spokesperson. I am not the spokesperson of the Congress. So kindly ask the question to the Congress spokesperson.
No, sir. I am not treating you as a Congress spokesperson. In fact, I introduced you as the national spokesperson of the AIMIM. The reason I asked you that question is because the Assam Chief Minister says that Rahul Gandhi is on a Mia Yatra. Now, let me, you can take a few minutes to, gather your thoughts. Let's begin with Sanjay Jha then. Sanjay Jha, Rahul Gandhi is on a Nyaya Yatra. Himanta is saying that this is Mia Yatra.
Allow me to. Allow me. You have taken the name of the Mia Yatra.
Let me answer.
You have taken the name
now
of the
Mr. Waris Pathan wants to. Now Mr. Waris Pathan wants to answer. Yes, sir.
Just Sanjay. Just Sanjay. 30 seconds, Sanjay. Just Sanjay. 30 seconds. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you. See, the question regarding the Mia Yatra is single that what we are seeing in the country of the so-called secular parties. They want 90% of the Muslims to vote for them, but what they'll do for the Muslims? Just recently, on the 22nd of January, a riot took place in Mira Road, just 15 kilometers away from Mumbai. Not a single Muslim MLA or the representative have been there to say that, okay, we stand with you, go to the police cops, go to the commissioner, go to the DGP, say that, see, such threats are being issued from the Hindutva people, they are issuing threats, the BJP leaders are issuing threats. The BJP MLA from that local area has said that we are 5%, but give us 5 minutes and we will show them what we are. This kind of threats are being issued. One of the BJP MLA went there and said they are 15%, we are 80%. What can they do? Chun ke marenge. None of the so-called secular party MLAs or the leader have even spoken a word or even tweeted on this aspect. May I ask them why? It was only the MIM. I went there to the DGP along with the locals of the Mira Road, the social activities worker, and we told the DGP, we requested her to kindly take action against those who are involved in the violence. Violence of any kind is condemnable, sir, whether from this side or that side. We want peace to prevail in our state of Maharashtra. We want brotherhood to prevail in the state of Maharashtra. We want to see that everybody stays happy, they enjoy the festival. Everybody has got the Astha and everybody must respect each other's faith and belief. But here the police, they are bulldozing the homes of the Muslims. Without giving prior notice, intimidation, only one side, one party's homes are demolished in Mira Road. But they are silent. That is why I say BJP and the Congress are two sides of the same coin. That is why I say this time and again I reiterate that thing.
Sanjay Jha, you heard that. Respond to it. On one side, you are being accused of carrying out a Mia Yatra. Waris Pathan says that if you're secular, why are you silent on what's happening? He listed some instances.
Pranesh, good evening. I want to keep my answer brief. I have read one of the tweets of the Assam Chief Minister where he made a very repulsive, repugnant comment on the people in our society who belong to the lower castes. He knew what he had done. There was a massive public outrage and even the media asked questions. And then he very sheepishly and embarrassingly apologized. I refuse to dignify the statements made by the Assam Chief Minister with a comment. I think, something, Pranesh, you're a very seasoned political editor. For someone to call the Bharat Jodo Yatra as a Mia Yatra, etc., tells you the mentality of the BJP. How can you make it appear as if being a Muslim is a slur? There is something extremely demented. I call it as a something terribly sick about the way we think as a society, that to talk about Rahul Gandhi's yatra going across several states. The Congress, by the way, Pranesh, for the benefit of your viewers and your panelists, has governed India for 55 of the 70 odd years. You think they have won it only on the 14% Muslim votes? The Hindus have supported the Congress. This is not about religion. It's a great tragedy that when Rahul Gandhi is taking this and the Congress is doing this, fighting for social justice for the poor and the underprivileged, you can attack him politically. Stop giving everything a religious color. It's very unfortunate in my opinion.
Because you mentioned the BJP, let's have that fight straight away. Shehzad, respond to what Waris Pathan said, and Sanjay Jha is saying that, look, the Congress is not hunting for Muslim votes.
Since I didn't interrupt anybody, Pranesh, if this is a slur, giving an apt factual description of what the template of the yatra is, then Sanatan ka extermination, removing Hindutva and Hinduism, comparing Hindutva to ISIS and Boko Haram, saying Prabhu Shri Ram did not exist, saying Sanatan is like AIDS, and this has been said by not just A. Raja but also by Khadgeji's son, saying that if Modi comes to power, Sanatan will rise. What is this? This is downright hate speech. And in fact, we have Ishkaran Bhandari. He will tell you that the courts have called it as hate speech. So at that time, where do these secularism ka surmas go? Or is it one-eyed secularism? Secondly, Pran Pratishtha mein Pradhan Mantri jaye to wo communalism hai. And yesterday, Shashi Tharoor, and I've sent you the tweet, he goes to a seminar, not just a seminar, but a function of the priests, which is a religious function, and he participates in that, and that is secularism ka surma, and it is kosher to go for that. Now let's come to the statement made by Hemanta Biswa Sarma. Is it not true that the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the first template, whom did it start with? George Ponaiya. What was George Ponaiya's opening statement? That Shakti, Ma Shakti has no powers. The powers only are there with one particular deity. Then he's the same person who says, I will not even walk on Bharat Mata. I will wear slippers so that the diseases of Bharat Mata don't come to me. Then he has said that Hindus' population is rising. The other communities' population should rise. He has been booked for these statements. Then we have seen that Mr. Rijil Makuti, who was the one who had cut calves and cows on the streets of Kerala is also accompanying Rahul Gandhi. Then we have seen Karnataka election takes place. The entire Muslim vote bank of one party shifts to Congress. Congress wins. Now they have mastered that art. So they start with Nyaya Yatra, and look at the pattern of Nyaya Yatra. They go to Dhubri, they go to Barpeta, they go to Uttar Dinajpur, they go to Malda, they go to Ali Dwajpur, they go to the other places in Bihar, which is Katihar, Purnia, Kishanganj. All of them, what is common? The only common thing is a particular demographic. And therefore, the question is that only to appease a particular vote bank, this kind of statements of Hindus and Sanatan should be exterminated are made. It's not condemned. Then on the other hand, you say it's Mohabbat ki dukan. But when such statements of nafrat are made by whom? Swami Prasad Maurya, no action taken. By Mr. Chandrasekhar on Ramcharitmanas, no action taken. By various leaders, no action taken. Forget everything else. I am glad my friend Vivek is there. Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, not me. Pinarayi Vijayan has on record said that Congress party is a nakli party. They are only doing false politics. They are actually very communal party. Now Mr. Vivek Srivastava must tell us that is Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan's assessment also wrong? And what is different between Pinarayi Vijayan's assessment and Himanta Biswa Sarma's assessment? Isn't it true that the Prime Minister of Congress party once said that the first right of resources should be of one particular community? And today when the Prime Minister gives 80 crore people food grains, when he gives 12 crore people toilets, Shilpa Sultana both get it.
A question to Shehzad.
वारिस भाई मैं आ रहा हूं आपके पास. वारिस भाई आ रहा हूं. विवेक श्रीवास्तव क्विकली रेस्पॉन्ड टू इट.
मैं एक शहजाद को क्वेश्चन पूछ लेता हूं.
आ रहा हूं वारिस भाई आ रहा हूं. एक कमेंट ले लेता हूं विवेक.
नहीं. हाँ देखिए, नहीं शहजाद आप गए थे राम जन्मभूमि, प्राइम मिनिस्टर लेके गए आपको और यू वर ड्रॉप्ड. यू वर एनीवे नॉट ऑन द मीडिया.
मैं जवाब दूं
है ना? एंड मीडिया एंड व्हाई वर यू ड्रॉप्ड? यू आर नॉट हियर इवन ऑन एनी चैनल.
सर प्लीज
जवाब दे देता हूं.
Anything specific about your caste, your religion, your gender, anything like that?
मैं जवाब
that the BJP stopped you from coming in front of the media altogether during January 22nd. So don't talk about discrimination. Okay, INDIA is one. The coordination committee is in place. People are working. We may have our own differences, but these are just like small breakers on the highway, and they're going to be sorted out.
You know, if one partner is calling the other communal and not so secular, then you have a major problem, Vivek Srivastava.
As far as Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma is concerned, there's a lot of echo actually. So, yes, Pranesh.
I am saying this is a major problem. You know, you are saying that, we have a share of problems. Look what's happening in Bengal. Mamta Didi ne darwaze to band kar diye already.
नहीं सर, समाजवादी पार्टी ने भी पहले बंद कर दिए थे, फिर दरवाजे खुल गए. So everything is, all the talks are still in place.
Okay.
There are still 3 months before the elections to happen. Everybody is talking. Everybody, see, alliances, Pranesh, are a long-term thing. We had a third front government earlier. You had I.K. Gujral, you had Deve Gowda, you had Vajpayee's coalition. We supported Chandrasekhar.
वो तो पता है. We won't have enough time to factor that in. Okay. Now, Shehzad, you respond to it after I take that question from Waris Pathan so that you can respond to both of them. Yeah, Waris bhai.
Yeah.
Pranesh, my question to Shehzad Poonawalla. And first of all, let me tell you, the first thing is that none of the Muslim leaders from the so-called secular parties, especially from Mumbai, raised the issue about the Mira Road incident or stood with those people or said that Muslim homes are being or the shops are being demolished without giving prior notice, without following the due process of law. None of them raised the issue till date. Now, my second question to Shehzad Poonawalla is simple. Shehzad, as per the Supreme Court guidelines, what is the hate speech and what is the incitement? What is incitement leading to violence? हमको 15 मिनट नहीं चाहिए, 10 मिनट नहीं चाहिए, हमको 5 मिनट दे दो, हम सबको खत्म कर देंगे. Is this not a hate speech? Second thing, you tweet, एक को चुन के मारेंगे. Is this not a hate speech? Now, these two speeches have been given by the BJP leaders from Mumbai. One is Nitesh Rane and one is Geeta Jain, the local MLA from the BJP party from Mira Bhayandar. Now, should the state machinery or the police not investigate it? Should there be not be booked? Should an FIR be not registered against us?
While we are talking about fight for Muslim votes, that's a big charge.
Them for incitement, violence.
Waris Pathan, let Shehzad answer that question that you asked.
Or for them as well.
वारिस भाई, आपने मुझे पूछा व्हाट इज हेट स्पीच। मैंने तो कहा कि कोर्ट ने, उदयनिधि स्टैलिन ने जो कहा उसको हेट स्पीच की कैटेगरी में रखा। पर यदि आपने जो बयान दिया है वो हेट स्पीच की कैटेगरी में, तो बता दीजिए कि एक व्यक्ति ने कहा था 15 मिनट पुलिस हटा दो, हम दिखा देंगे इनको इनकी औकात। इसको आप क्या मानते हैं? और उसी श्रेणी में इसको रखिए आप। अब दूसरी बात, अरे भाई मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला। वारिस जी मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला। वारिस जी मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला।
लेट्स नॉट टॉक ओवर ईच अदर।
वारिस जी मैंने आपके बीच में कतई नहीं बोला। अच्छा वारिस जी, आपने क्योंकि हेट स्पीच की बात की है तो मैं आपको एक स्टेटमेंट पढ़कर सुनाता हूं और आप बता दीजिए। माय रिलीजन इज द ओनली रिलीजन व्हिच इज द करेक्ट रिलीजन एंड ऑल अदर रिलीजन्स आर रॉन्ग रिलीजन्स एंड दे हैव नो राइट टू प्रैक्टिस इट। डू यू कंसीडर दिस एज हेट स्पीच? एंड नाउ विवेक श्रीवास्तव, आपने मुझे पूछा कि राम जन्मभूमि पर क्यों नहीं गए आप? आपको मोदी जी ले गए। मोदी जी का काम नहीं था हमें ले जाने का। इस देश में 100 करोड़ हिंदू है, 8000 लोगों को ट्रस्ट ने इनविटेशन दिया। मुझे बड़ा सौभाग्य है कि मुझे तो वहां पर जाने का मौका मिलेगा, पर जिनको इनविटेशन मिला अर्थात आपके नेतागण, वो क्यों नहीं गए? राहुल गांधी के माताजी को इनविटेशन मिला, वो क्यों नहीं गई? इसका मतलब कि न्योता होने के बावजूद, अवसर होने के बावजूद भी यदि वो नहीं जाते हैं, मतलब कि वो राम जी में अपनी आस्था नहीं रखते। अभी भी उनकी आस्था का केंद्र कहीं और है।
बीजेपी एंड द प्राइम मिनिस्टर 2024 के इलेक्शन का डिक्लेरेशन।
होल्ड ऑन विवेक श्रीवास्तव जी, रुक जाइए सर, रुक जाइए, हो गया। It's a fact that Sitaram Yechuri declined the invitation is a fact. Now, Ishtaran.
Why did he not answer to my
Ishtaran,
question?
you've heard?
Yes.
Manish asking why is he not answering to my question?
I answered your question.
मेरे बात का जवाब ही नहीं दिया।
No, he answered your question. He's saying that if what you said is hate speech, then he is, without naming Akbaruddin Owaisi, he says he had made a similar comment.
बोलो उनको अरेस्ट करो। उनके लिए अरेस्ट हो गए। He was arrested for that. He was sent to jail for 45 days. He fought the case for 12 years.
अच्छा, so then what Udayanidhi Stalin has said about Sanatan is hate speech, ना? कोर्ट ने बोला है।
This hate speech.
उदयनिधि ने जो बोला है, that is hate speech, according to you.
Now allow me. When will they be arrested?
No, I am asking you a question now. I can also ask. Just because I'm Pasmanda doesn't mean I can't ask. Just because I'm Pasmanda doesn't mean I can't ask Pathan. No, I'm asking Pathan Sahab. Pathan Sahab. अरे पठान साहब, पसमानदा की सुन लो।
I am not a spokesperson of allow
अरे पठान साहब, इतना क्या
बन जाते हो?
इतना क्या अहंकार? ऊंचे वर्ग से होने का इतना क्या अहंकार? अरे कर्पूरी जी को भी मानो। मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, पसमानदा की
चैनल पे आया,
आपने सुना नहीं 85%?
बीजेपी के हेडक्वार्टर में गया, सनातनी हिंदू क्या है ये?
अच्छा ठीक है, ओके, नाउ लेट्स एड्रेस द इशू। ओके शहजाद वारिस भाई, ओके, होल्ड योर फायर्स। ओके Ishtaran, look what's happening in West Bengal. The kafir comment by Mamata Banerjee, you know, her turning down the invitation for Pran Pratishtha, Rahul Gandhi, you know, taking out a yatra, and the charge is that it was mostly in areas that are a greater Muslim population. The fight for Muslim votes ahead of 2024 is on. How are you seeing this?
Pranesh, there are two aspects to Rahul Gandhi's yatra. One is what is the vote bank he is targeting in this yatra, and I think he has the full freedom to target whatever vote bank he thinks is his vote bank. And why has that started today? You see the AMU case going on in Supreme Court. The Supreme Court in 1967 says AMU cannot be a minority institution because it's centrally funded. What does the Congress do? It amends the act to give it the minority status. Shah Bano, the Supreme Court says a Muslim woman should have maintenance. What does the Congress do? Overturn the Supreme Court. So this is going on since 80s. Some people will say this is going on since 1947. But 80s, two laws where two Supreme Court constitution judgments were overturned are in place of us and which are happening in front of us. Then the Prime Minister may say that minorities have the first right on resources, or they may bring special acts like the Waqf Act and strengthen those acts. That is Congress wanting to address a vote bank, and they are fully entitled to it. The choice is with the population of India, whom do they vote for? So I, for one, do not think there is anything wrong in Congress or in Rahul Gandhi taking out his yatra in Assam in selected areas. It is fully his constitutional right to address a vote bank he wants or believes will give him 90% vote, and that is why probably Mr. Varis Pathan has a problem with Congress not speaking up, and that is for them to decide. Now the other aspect, which is the bigger aspect, Bharat Jodo Yatra. The question is, by the time this yatra finishes, forget Bharat Jodo. Bharat is already won. It is not toota hua. But will Congress remain juda hua? Will the Indie Alliance remain juda hua? The day this yatra started from Mumbai, a 55-year-old family association with Congress, Mr. Milind Deora leaves the Congress. Earlier photos of Congress's kitchen cabinet, or rather Rahul Gandhi's kitchen cabinet, his people he promoted the most, everybody felt with time that Congress is not the fit party to stay, and went into various parties. Indie Alliance, we have had Mamata Banerjee shutting the door on Congress. Today, the news is speculating whether Nitish Kumar will remain with Congress or not, whether the Congress members will remain with Congress or not. Mr. Jagdish Shettar, who became an MLC from Congress, has come back to BJP. So I think the yatra is Bharat Jodo, but he should focus on Congress Jodo. He should focus on Indie Alliance Jodo, because that alliance is going, that alliance will not remain in place by the time the election comes, and that is the biggest vote of no confidence, that forget the people, your own alliance is not willing to fight elections with you.
Okay, but Varis Bhai thinks that Congress has betrayed Muslims all these years. Let's put that to Artha Kumar Nag. Mr. Nag, what do you make of Hemanta's comment about Rahul's Nyaya Yatra?
Well, I believe that Hemanta's comment is very natural, because we do not have much expectation from Hemanta Vishwas or any BJP leader making any comment which will either be constitutional or sensible or secular. They are supposed to target particular religion, because their basic politics nowadays have been turned out more so focusing on religion, and day by day they are forgetting their party's own constitution. I would like to remind the viewers and everybody present here that Bharatiya Janata Party's constitution, under Article 3 of the party's constitution, says that the party should be secular, the party should not go ahead and take sides of any religion.
Great.
But they have suddenly become pravaktas
Mr.
of a
Nag,
particular
it's interesting
religion.
that you're talking about, it's interesting that you're talking about secularism. Allow me to quote something, sir. You know, this might sound familiar to you, and if you can't figure out who said it, I will tell you the name also.
Comment, I will take that on. You are talking about the kafir comment, I believe.
The battle has begun. We will fight the battle. Only kafirs and kapus are scared to fight, and the one who fights back wins.
Yeah. Just pick up the phone and Google kafir. You will see that kafir has a lot of meaning. Kafir means somebody who is a disbeliever, somebody who is a denier. And I must tell you that anybody who denies and disbelieves the Constitution of India is a kafir. And that has nothing to do with the religion, I would like to say.
What is the problem in Mia Yatra then?
A denier or a disbeliever. And anyone who believes that...
Mr. Nag, then answer the question. What is the problem in Mia Yatra?
Present democratic constitution. I did not get you.
What is the problem with Mia Yatra, the usage? Mia by Himanta Biswa Sarma. If kafir is okay.
The word please go ahead and search for the word Mia. The word Mia means it is referred to the Muslims who had traveled, who had been in the loss of their lives when there was violence on them in Bangladesh, erstwhile East Pakistan, and had taken shelter.
So you're saying
Assam.
It is used as a pejorative,
Shehzad. Act that India, which has never shied away from taking responsibility.
Ishtaran, coming to you, let Shehzad answer, I'll come to you.
I'll just take 30 seconds to answer Mr. Nag. Mr. Nag, what would you say to those who arrest people for saying Jai Shri Ram, those who change the name of Ram Dhenu to Rang Dhenu, those who do not allow Durga Pujo Visarjan and they give permission to Tazia, and then the High Court has to intervene, those who say Ram Navami violence was not done by Muslims because Muslims during Ramzan do not break the law, those who then go and say that Muslims are dudaru gai. There's no definite interpretation of this. Muslims are milch cows. They will sometimes kick you, but you have to take it because you need their votes. And then Udayanidhi Stalin says Sanatan ka extermination. There is no if and but about that. And secondly, about targeting Muslims. Nelly, 3,000 Muslims killed. Under whose tenure? Moradabad, 1,500. Jalgaon, 100. Ahmedabad, 512. Delhi, 3,000 Sikhs killed. Bhiwandi, 146. Hyderabad, 365. All during Congress tenure. In Mumbai, more than 1,000 Muslims. So please tell me that is is Nyaya going to be sought by Congress party for these Muslims? Or Mr. Sanjay Jha will only come and give us lecture, and Mr. Waris Pathan will willy-nilly support Congress. Today I am shocked that Mr. Waris Pathan is supporting Congress. Congress Yatra.
No, Waris Pathan is not supporting Congress Yatra. Mr. Pathan, are you supporting Rahul's Nyaya Yatra?
See, sir, for me, the BJP and the Congress are two sides of the same coin. That's why I said that such a big thing had happened in Meerut when the Muslim shops have been raised. They have been taken to jail. So many people have been hit. Not a single word from a single Muslim leader of the so-called party till now. Forget about them. The BJP, you all know, they have hated for the Muslims. And the two leaders I am talking about, Nitish Rane and Geeta Jain, both of them making hate speeches, incitement, violence. Not a single FIR till now is registered against them. Not a single word of condemnation from Shehzad Poonawala. Why? He says that the pasmanda Muslim. अरे जाके देखो मुसलमानों के बुलडोजर करके सबको उखाड़ दिया जगहों को. मगर आपको यहाँ पर आके पासमंदा मुस्लिम दिखता है और बीजेपी के हेडक्वार्टर में जाके आप सनातनी हिंदू बन जाते हो. तो आप तो डबल गेम चल रहे हो ना. एक मिनट. दो वोट के अंदर सवाल होकर चल रहे रहेंगे फटाफट.
वारिस भाई, 1 minute, sir, allow me to come in. वारिस भाई, पासमंदा मुस्लिम्स की अगर आप बात करें, पसमंदा मुस्लिम तो पसमंदा समाज के जो लोग हैं वो तो मोदी कर रहे हैं. वो तो कह रहे हैं कि मोदी जी ने हमको सम्मान दिया
और लाभ दिया.
अरे मोदी जी ने तो किसी को सम्मान नहीं दिया. शहजाद पूनावाला को तो बुलाया भी नहीं वहां पे. अभी जाने तो सम्मान दिया. इनवाइट किया कि उनको प्रांत प्रतिष्ठा में पूछो. नहीं इनवाइट किया. बट क्वेश्चन हियर इज सिंपल. डू यू कंडेम द इंसिडेंट ऑफ मीरा रोड जहां पर लोगों ने इस तरह का स्टेटमेंट दिया है कॉलिंग फॉर जेनोसाइड ऑफ
वारिस भाई? अगर आपको बुलाते तो जाते.
अरे हमने तो पहले बोला मर जाएंगे
तो क्यों
हम तो मर जाएंगे मगर नहीं जाएंगे. प्रणीश, हमने तो डे 1 से बोला. अरे हमारी मस्जिद को शहीद कर दिया. हमारी मस्जिद को षड्यंत्र के जरिए शहीद कर दिया आपने. आप जबरदस्ती भेजोगे क्या?
नहीं, जबरदस्ती नहीं. आपने क्योंकि बोला शहजाद पूनावाला को नहीं बुलाया.
मस्जिद को शहीद करके मंदिर बनाया है.
मैं तो आपसे पूछ रहा था वारिस भाई, आप जाएंगे क्या?
क्यों नहीं बुलाया?
वारिस से क्या अपेक्षा कर रहे हो वारिस भाई? देखिए
वो पासमंदा मुसलमान मोदी कर रहे शहजाद पूनावाला. क्यों नहीं?
मैं जवाब दे रहा हूं.
बताओ मेरे को.
ठीक है, मैं जवाब दे रहा हूं. वारिस भाई से क्या अपेक्षा कर रहे हो? उन्होंने एक बार गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया बोला. इन्होंने एक बार गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया बोला तो फतवा जारी हो गया. अब ये अयोध्या का बोलेंगे तो क्या क्या हो जाएगा इनके साथ, तो छोड़ देते इस बात को. मैं केवल इतना कहना चाहता हूं वारिस भाई, आपने कहा पसमानदा या मुसलमानों को सम्मान नहीं दिया. वीर अब्दुल हामिद के नाम पर पहली बार टापू का नाम मोदी जी के द्वारा रखा गया. उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान को भारत रत्न 2001 में दिया गया. जिस प्रकार से एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम को प्रेसिडेंट एनडीए की सरकार ने बनाया, जिस प्रकार से गुलाम अली खटाना गुज्जर समाज से आने वाले, अति पिछड़े समाज से आने वाले मुस्लिम व्यक्ति को राज्यसभा पहुंचाने का काम मोदी सरकार में हुआ. मोदी सरकार में 600 करोड़ का बजट, एएमयू का 1200 करोड़ हुआ. मोदी सरकार में, प्लीज बीच में मत बोलिए वारिस पठान, प्लीज बीच में मत बोलिए. मैंने आपके बीच में बोला मुस्लिम एक भी भाई, मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला भाई साहब. सबसे ज्यादा अगर इकोनॉमिक और सोशल इंडाइसेस अगर मुसलमानों के सबसे अच्छे हैं तो वो गुजरात के मुसलमानों के हैं. और सबसे बुरी स्थिति, विकट स्थिति में तो पश्चिम बंगाल के. पश्चिम बंगाल में 25% मुसलमान. शेयर इन द पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइजेस ओनली 2%. इन गुजरात 9% मुस्लिम्स एंड शेयर इन पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइजेस इज 9%. दिस इज मोदी है तो मुमकिन है. बाय द वे, अगर मुसलमानों के साथ इतनी प्रताड़ना कर रहे हैं, सऊदी अरेबिया का हाईएस्ट सिविलियन ऑनर, यूएई का हाईएस्ट सिविलियन ऑनर, इजिप्ट का हाईएस्ट सिविलियन ऑनर, हाईएस्ट सिविलियन ऑनर ऑफ अफगानिस्तान, हाईएस्ट सिविलियन ऑनर ऑफ मोस्ट मुस्लिम नेशंस हैव बीन गिवन टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी.
Now then answer this, Shehzad Poonawala, your party will be asked that, you know, if that is the case, then what is the problem with the Muslim outreach by Rahul Gandhi?
I'll tell you. अरे भाई इतनी आग क्यों लगी है बस्ती में? मैंने तो जवाब राहुल गांधी पे दिया. टीएमसी भी बोल रही है.
Mr. Nag, that's a question for Shehzad.
Arey TMC, have you started supporting Rahul? You decide one thing, no? In the morning you are abusing him, in the evening you are supporting him. What is the stand? 9 a.m. you are tearing poster, 9 p.m. you are supporting him. Now let me complete. I'm talking on Rahul Gandhi. The reason why this entire attempt is nothing but a vote bank exercise is because you have the likes of Sanjay Jha, and I think Sanjay Jha has some integrity. But Congress party is a besharam party, and it should tell us that more than 10,000 Muslims have lost lives in the riots committed under the nose of Congress party. What action have they taken? And today they come and they say they are standing with the Muslims. They defended the murderers of Sikhs in Sikh riots. who defended Sajjan Kumar, who defended Jagdish Titler, and therefore this is nothing but cosmetic eyewash and only an attempt to polarize Muslims and this politics of cap, competitive appeasement politics. कि कौन बड़ी टोपी पहनेगा? दीदी बोलती है मैं बड़ी टोपी means competitive appeasement politics. So they say no, we will wear the bigger cap, and this cap politics is the reason why they are having breakup politics in India Alliance.
Tariq Khan साहब, cap politics चल रही है.
Not answer to my question, Shehzad. Whether FIR should be registered against them or no.
आप एक काम कीजिए वारिस भाई, एक सेकंड मेरी बात सुनिए. वारिस भाई
मैं बोलूं, लेट मी इंटरवीन.
या खान साहब बोलिए.
करा उनके ऊपर बस.
Let me say something. There have been a series of these type of statements by the leaders of BJP. Maurya, the deputy CM, said कि जितने बवाल होते हैं ये सब जालीदार टोपी वाले ही करते हैं. This should not be the language of the CM or the deputy CM. हेमंत बिश्व शर्मा ने इससे पहले भी कहा कि सब्जियों के दाम मियां भाई या मुसलमानों के खाने की वजह से बढ़ते हैं. इज इट राइट टू से ये कोई गली बॉय की लैंग्वेज है और दिस शुड बी द लैंग्वेज ऑफ द सीएम ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर स्टेट कि सब्जी के दाम मुसलमानों के खाने से बढ़ते हैं? द सेम स्टेटमेंट बाय द सेम चीफ मिनिस्टर कि एक अकबर को लाओगे तो कई अकबर आएंगे. लेट मी रिमाइंड, the Supreme Court many times said that the state government should take self-cognizance of these type of statement made by anybody, let it be the chief minister or anybody. Why shouldn't the state government taking any type of action against this man? Why he is using these type of words to a particular community? Why all the time Hemant Biswa Sharma is not acting like a chief minister? He's just acting like a gully boy. And let me ask to a person, everybody is talking about Pasmanda. Let me ask a question. What is special? First question, what is Pasmanda? Define it. 2, what is special you are going to have in the upcoming budget for these Pasmanda? For these Pasmanda. Who are those Pasmanda? Whole Muslim community is Pasmanda. Was such a committee has said about Muslims? Whole Muslim community is backward. Even that Dalits. So, who are these Pasmanda? Whole Muslim community is Pasmanda. सब पसमंदा है. हम भी पसमंदा हैं. यहाँ पठान भाई बैठे हैं वो भी पसमंदा ही हैं. ये जो बैठे हैं ये भी पसमंदा. सब पसमंदा है. पसमंदा का मतलब क्या हुआ? बैकवर्ड. पूरा मुसलमान बैकवर्ड है. क्या है आपके अंदर? 40% बजट सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का स्लैश किया.
अरे तो पूरा मुसलमान बैकवर्ड है तो बैकवर्ड क्यों रह गया?
What is the reason behind that?
खान साहब, मुसलमान अगर बैकवर्ड है तो बैकवर्ड क्यों रह गया?
Now ask BJP who are ruling central government right now.
अभी बैकवर्ड हो गए, इससे पहले सब
almost 3600 दिन होने वाले हैं.
Ishtaran, before I get in Shehzad, Ishtaran Bhandari कहना चाहते हैं कुछ. खान साहब सुनिए उनको.
इनको प्रेसिडेंट बना दिया और उनको ये बना दिया. स्कीम्स क्या लेके आए हैं
वो जवाब दे रहे हैं. Ishtaran Bhandari is answering, sir.
Can I speak now? I don't interrupt anybody. Let me please speak. It's important. Thank you. Pranesh, on national television, we cannot have people escape this way. I heard a definition of kafir today, which is alien to anything I have heard in my life before. Kafir does not mean a disbeliever. A disbeliever in constitution is a kafir. Tomorrow somebody does not believe in the health benefits of exercise, you will call him a kafir. Kafir is a specific term. And I am reading from Wikipedia, a left-leaning website and a left-leaning encyclopedia, which says the term kafir is the opposite of term Muslim. Kafir is translated as infidel, pagan, rejecter, denier, disbeliever. The term is used in different contexts and different ways in the Quran, with the most fundamental sense being ungrateful towards the Prophet. So please, on national television, do not come and spin a new meaning of the word kafir to escape the debate. The meaning of the word kafir is very clear. It is not a disbeliever in constitution. It is not a disbeliever in exercise. It is not disbeliever in isolation. It is a specific Arabic term used in a specific way against pagans.
Waris bhai, you know, because we are discussing this.
Baba, please read the dictionary meaning. Do not create new definitions and new terms to escape the ordinary meaning of the word.
We'll go to Mr. Nag in just a bit.
I am reading from Wikipedia. Every so-called leftist site. I am absolutely reading from it. What is the meaning of the word kafir?
Vivek Srivastava, calm down.
That is the first part.
Waris Pathan.
A disbeliever in exercise is not called kafir.
When Mamata Banerjee says the battle has begun, और मैंने तो पूरा जो comment था उनका पढ़ दिया, आपने सुना भी होगा वारिस भाई. What does she mean?
No, she might be meaning.
Well,
whatever.
that is what I say. You should have spoken to the.
Kiran Bhattacharya is misquoting.
You asked
Vivek
this question to
Srivastava,
Mamata
that
Banerjee
was a Waris
spokesperson,
Pathan.
sir. My question for today's debate is on simple that. Allow me to make my point, Vivek. For that Vivek will answer about Mamata Banerjee. I am not at the spokesperson.
No, I am only
asking a
asking you,
simple question.
how
That
are
when
you
the
seeing
so-called
these
secular
commentary?
parties. See, you are interjecting me time and again, Pranesh. The difficulty with you is that when Shehzad Punawala was speaking, you are very quiet.
No, sir. You
Allow
have
us
your
to make
time.
our
I did
point.
not
Otherwise,
interrupt.
we will sit here
I am
quietly and listen
I'm
to the
asking
debate.
your question.
Allow me. I'm answering to their questions, sir. I am not. Allow me to make my point here. My simple answer is that the so-called secular parties ruled the country for more than 70 years almost. We have since independence. Why the Muslim in the present day also is socially, economically, educationally backward? I don't say there is committee's report. Mahmood Rahman committee, Sachar committee, everybody says that the Muslims of the country are socially, economically backward. We were not in power. They were there. But there was no political empowerment. Today also we asked the Congress how many Muslim tickets are they going to give. We don't know. BJP, forget about them. They are not going to give a simple question. They want 90% of the Muslims to vote for them. But what did they do? Babri Masjid locks were opened during their tenure. They did not do anything. So actually the persons who are responsible for the Babri Masjid demolition is the so-called secular parties. Even today I am talking about. I will ask this question several times, Mr. Pranesh, to Shehzad Punawala. Please answer to my question that what Nitesh Rane and Geeta Jain told in Mira Road, Mumbai, was it not a hate speech? Was that not incitement? Was it not a call for violence? Was it not a call for killing the Muslim? If so, kindly follow the Supreme Court guidelines and should an FIR not be registered against them? And whether you condemn the incident or no? My simple question, Shehzad Punawala does not want to answer. This is a hate speech. Are these laws only made for Muslims? Or will this be implemented even on the BJP people? You are straightway saying, we don't want 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just give us 5 minutes and we will finish them all. You say, ek ko chun chun ke marenge. Why? This is why Modi said, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास. Is this what Modi mean by this? The सबका साथ हो गया, हमारे मुसलमान भाई गले मिलेंगे, हमारी तलाक during triple talaq, Modi said Muslim women are my sisters, and today these people are going there,
answer the
bulldozing
question.
their homes,
Waris Pathan is
bulldozing their
asking.
shops, and insulting the women,
Waris bhai,
and everybody is quiet. Yeah.
Irony died a 72 deaths when party which has Muslimin in its name is talking about सबका साथ सबका विकास promise of somebody else. पहले आप अपने नाम से मुस्लिमीन हटाओ. आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पार्टी है ना, आप अपने नाम में मुस्लिमीन, मजलिसे इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन मीन्स नॉट यूनिटी ऑफ ऑल इंडियंस, मजलिसे इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन ओनली फॉर यूनिटी ऑफ मुस्लिम्स, एंड यू आर स्पीकिंग अबाउट सबका साथ सबका विकास ऑफ अदर्स. सो आई थिंक you should pocket your hypocrisy, put it in the same pocket from where this is coming out. Now constantly is disturbing. The difference between
सवाल पूछा
Pranesh, you know the difference is that Waris keeps interrupting me all the time. I don't interrupt him. He forgets his own rule. Now, secondly, now this Khan Sahab.
You interrupted me when I'm asking you.
Khan Sahab has totally dismissed identity of 85% of Muslims, saying pasmanda है ही नहीं. अरे भाई पसमानदा है ही नहीं, मतलब कास्ट अगर है ही नहीं, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है ही नहीं, तो ओबीसी रिजर्वेशन क्यों मांगते हो मुसलमान के लिए? क्यों एससी रिजर्वेशन भी मांगते हो मुसलमान के लिए? देन से दैट वी विल नेवर डिमांड ओबीसी रिजर्वेशन फॉर मुस्लिम्स. एंड थर्डली ही हैज सेड जालीदार टोपी बहुत बुरा लगा. ठीक है, आपको बुरा लगा तो बताइए कि जब रामचरितमानस को पोटेशियम साइनाइड कहा गया, जब कहा गया कि टीका लगाने वाले गुलामी करवाते हैं, जब राम मंदिर को गुलामी का प्रतीक कहा गया, कहां था आपका सेकुलरिज्म का सारे सूरमा? आप लोग सारे लोग चुप हो गए. और इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं कि यह आपकी मानसिकता है, वन आइड सेकुलरिज्म है और केवल कांग्रेस पार्टी की वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स है.
बिल्कुल ब्राह्मणिकल सुप्रीमेसी और हिंदू सुप्रीमेसी को क्वेश्चन करेगी.
करना चाहिए. वन सेकंड. ब्राह्मणिकल सुप्रीमेसी ना विवेक, व्हाट इज सीताराम येचुरी? सीताराम येचुरी कौन है?
व्यवस्था को बदलना.
सीताराम येचुरी कौन है बताइए? सीताराम येचुरी कौन है? ब्राह्मणिकल सुप्रीमेसी आपके पॉलिट ब्यूरो में एक पॉलिट ब्यूरो में मुझे 5 दलितों के नाम बता दो. पॉलिट ब्यूरो में 5 हो गया.
किसके नाम? जैसे देखो किसके नाम बता दूं?
वो बोल रहे हैं आपके पॉलिट ब्यूरो में 5 जो दलित हैं उनके नाम बता दीजिए अगर हैं तो.
इन मूर्खों के सरदार को बोलो, इन मूर्खों के सरदार को बोलो डी राजा जनरल सेक्रेटरी ऑफ सीपीआई दलित हैं. जो इनको नहीं मालूम है, विच इज द टॉप मोस्ट पोजिशन ऑफ द कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया। और हमारे यहाँ कोई जातिवाद नहीं होता है, हमारे यहाँ किसी भी जाति का आदमी हो वो कम्युनिस्ट है, कॉमरेड है।
अच्छा
हाँ,
आम्बेडकर जी को क्या बोलते थे आप?
पहली चीज,
और आम्बेडकर जी ने आपके कांग्रेस के बारे में क्या बोला?
दलित इन साउथ इंडिया एंड तमिलनाडु
जी की किताब पढ़ लेना, कांग्रेस के बारे में
अगेंस्ट द ब्राह्मणिकल सुप्रीमेसी एंड द सुप्रीमेसी ऑफ द हिंदू समाज, then that has to be addressed. They are a part of our society.
The prime minister today in his speech spoke about Rashtra Pratishtha. He said Pran Pratishtha is over. Let's now take a pledge for Rashtra Pratishtha. On the other side, we are seeing an attempt to perhaps woo the Muslims ahead of 2024 elections. I thank all of you for joining us on debate number 1 on the News Hour.